Okay, Hiroman Fuji here from KendoGuide.com. This is Japanese for Kendo. Okay, lesson 3. Japanese pronunciation. たちつてとなにぬねのはひふへほ. Okay? Alright, now if you haven't done lesson 2, please go back to lesson 2 or lesson 1 as well. There's lesson 0, which is introduction, so you can see the whole picture before you start the lessons. All right? Okay, now let me go through them. Okay, what you learned in this lesson. Okay, review of lesson 1. Okay, we're going to go over what we learned in lesson 1. Oh, lesson 2, actually. I'm sorry. Lesson 2 and the new Japanese alphabet. Okay, we did some Japanese alphabet before. Okay, in the lesson 2. Okay, and then we're going to practice new Japanese alphabet. Okay, now what did we do? Review sounds. The J stands for Japanese, doesn't have. All right, we cannot recognize. There are some words that Japanese cannot recognize or cannot say. Okay, simply they don't have. Some words we don't have. That's why we can't recognize. We have to train. Okay, so for example, L and R. We cannot recognize that by hearing it. Of course, some people can, all right? And don't get me wrong, that a lot of Japanese people can do that. But because Japanese don't distinguish, we don't distinguish L and R sound. They are all the same. If you say li, if you say ri, Japanese people hear it, the same word, the same thing. Okay, because we don't have L or R. Okay, so simple. Okay, and V and B. It's very hard for Japanese people to distinguish those two sounds. And H and F. Like say, if you know futon, that's probably, if you're in the States, you hear the word futon. All right, that's Japanese word. And we don't have F sound. So in Japan, we say futon. It's hu, okay? Mount Fuji, by the way, okay, that's the highest mountain in Japan. Mount Fuji, right? We don't say Fuji, we say Fuji, all right? So those things, because we don't have F sound, a lot of people don't know that you're saying F, okay? But they will interpret that sound as an H, all right? Okay, so these sounds probably Japanese can't really say unless they are trained to say that. All right, so a lot of people, let's say thank you, okay? TH sound, thank you, or this, or these, all right? Japanese people don't have the sound of TH, this sound, all right? So maybe they replace that sound with S. So for example, thank you becomes thank you, okay? And thinking becomes sinking. It's not sinking actually, sinking, okay? Japanese people say sinking. I'm sinking, right? That doesn't mean they're sinking, right? So they just cannot say that, all right? So if you know these, you know, you can kind of start thinking like, oh, they can't say TH, so must be they are saying thank you instead of thank you, okay? Okay, she and she. Because Japanese people have the sound of she, okay? It's hard for Japanese to say see, I see. So maybe you hear Japanese people say I see, I see, I see, okay? And voice and voice, because this, if they're trained, of course, like I've been saying, if they're trained, they can say V and B. But if they are not, they quite often say video instead of video. Right? Video is the word in English, but in Japan, the people say video. Okay? And food and hood. The food and hood. Because we don't have F sound, they say hudo. Hudo. Okay? So if you know these things, right, you probably start understanding what Japanese people are saying better. All right? Okay, that's what you learned. Lesson 2. And alphabet. What did you learn? Alphabet. Alphabet. A, I, U, E, O. You learned those. Okay, these are vowels, Japanese vowels. A, I, U, E, O. And ka, ki, ku, ke, ko. Okay? And sa, shi, su, se, so. I'm not going to go over these in detail, but go back to lesson 2 and now you can learn those things if you don't know. Now, I went over some details about what Japanese people, how to make the sound more natural, so Japanese people can understand you more easily. All right, so if you don't know these things, go back to lesson 2 and go over the lesson. All right, okay, that's the new thing. Japanese alphabet, new alphabet. Okay, this one. Okay, ta. Okay, ta, chi, tsu, te, to. Okay, by the way, if you're patron, all right, if you're patron, you have a list of alphabet. Okay, one side in Japanese, one side with the alphabet like English, so you can kind of compare those two. Ideally, you don't need those English equivalent to the sound. I mean, I'm just making things easier so you can pronounce them. But if you look at them, your pronunciation will be very English-like. So I want you to hear the sound and then interpret this as my sound, right? Ta. Ta is ta, but it's not ta. Okay, don't say it too strong. T sound is because it comes out really strong, but Japanese people don't say it too strong unless they are very excited. All right, so make sure you don't say ta. Okay, it's ta. Get ta, chi, tsu, te, to. Okay, this chi sound is ti if you follow that structure, but we don't say ti, we say chi. Okay, and tsu. It's not tu if you follow the chart, tu, but it's not tu, it's tsu. So a little s, tsu actually. S sound comes in. Ta, chi, tsu, te, to. Okay? It's like I said, o sound. Many people, English-speaking people, tend to say o. To, like that. It's not like that if you want to speak, if you want to sound natural. So it's to, ta, chi, tsu, te, to. All right? Okay. Now, this one. Na, ni, nu, ne, no. Okay? It's very nasal sound. Na, N-A. Okay? Na, ni, N-I. Nu, ne, no. Okay, na, ni, nu, ne, no. It's a combination of N and vowel sounds. Okay, na, N-A, ni, N-I, right? Na, ni, nu, ne, no. Okay, say it after I say it. So you have to practice it. Okay, hear it and then just emulate it. It's just duplicate the sound. All right, na, ni, nu, ne, no. Okay. And the last one, ha, H-A, he, H-I, hu, okay? It's not F-U, Japanese don't have F sound, so it's hu, okay? He, ho, ha, hi, hu, he, ho, okay? Ha, hi, hu, he, ho. All right, now from the ta, chi, tsu, te, to, okay? Okay, repeat it after me. Ta, chi, tsu, te, to. Na, ni, nu, ne, no. Ha, hi, hu, he, ほ Easy? You wanna do it fast? たちつてとなにぬねのはひふへほ Alright? Okay. Now, make sure if you have access to the chat, please use that. It will be very helpful. Alright? Okay. Now, what's this? Ta, right? Ta. Chi. Tsu. Te. To. Right? Na. Ni. Nu. Ne. No. Ha. He. Who. He. Ho. Alrighty then. Now mix them up. Maybe upside down. Alright. When that happens, I'm sorry. Things happen. Alright. Okay, I am gonna show you the Japanese word, Japanese letters, alphabet, okay, hiragana, okay? Then go, oh, that's not, okay? This is a practice. What's this? Oh, what's this in Japanese was, if you did lesson 2, you know that. これは何ですか? Okay, I'm going to shuffle again. これは何ですか? I am going to say that to you, and then you're going to give the answer of the letter. Okay, you're going to say it. これは何ですか? に。これは何ですか? ぬ。これは何ですか? ね。It's in order. Don't like that. I'm going to change it. これは何ですか? No. Didn't change. これは何ですか? つ。これは何ですか? と。これは何ですか? ふ。It's not ふ. Okay, ふ. It's very hard for a lot of non-Japanese people because they're used to say ふ. It's like tofu as well. We don't say tofu, tofu. It's like blowing candle, right? And then make a sound with it. Hu, hu, right? It's like going ha, hu. Make a sound with hu. Okay? I hope you can do it. Hu, ho. これは何ですか? た。これは何ですか? て。これは何ですか? は。これは何ですか? ひ。これは何ですか? な。これは何ですか? ち。これは何ですか? へ。Okay? There's some hiragana, very similar, like this. What's this? これは何ですか? ほ。これは何ですか? は。Okay? The difference is 2 lines here, ほ. 1 line here, は. Okay? So these subtle differences, you gotta have to memorize it or recognize those subtle differences. You will get used to it. You just have to you have to practice a lot. All right. So use this video as your practice. All right. And of course, you can get a chat from the Patreon area if you're Patreon, or you can just Google it and it will be there. Right? Easy peasy. All right. Okay. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in lesson number 4. Thank you very much.